Have you ever had that experience where a friend or a client, someone in your life, is so clear, like they have this aha moment about what they need to do, what their soul is guiding them to do, and then they do nothing? Today's video is actually inspired by Anna from the Diamond Dojo. She responded to a video I made recently about the regrets of the dying. So Anna asked me the question, like, what do you do when you see this in somebody? You see them have an aha, you see them know exactly what they're meant for, and they don't change anything. How do you handle that as a coach? How do you handle that as a friend? We are going to be going deep today. Grab a cup of tea, grab a pen and a notebook. We're going to be getting thorough here to support you if you are on the coaching path. Oh, look who's here. Or if you are simply wanting to support your family or friends or both. So the first key is ask questions rather than forcing your agenda. Okay, this is really important, and I'm going to be helping you with this. I'm going to give 5 questions at the end of this. Here's the thing: if you force your agenda, your opinions, or advice on somebody, do you know what that does energetically? This is why I see coaches do this, and I want to like scream because it is the worst coaching, and it does not help, and it definitely does not keep your clients around. Is forcing an opinion or an agenda or advice giving. What that does to a client is it literally shuts them down energetically, or a friend. Have you ever had someone in your life go, well, you should do this, you got to do this, like you have to do this? There's some kind of mechanism inside that actually wants to rebel, because we are designed to follow our inner guidance, not the guidance of somebody else. So when somebody is pushing or attached to an outcome in your life, it literally works the reverse, and it will oftentimes make the person cross their arms and be like, nope, I'm not doing it. Which leads me to the second key: high engagement, low attachment. High engagement, low attachment. My teachers at University of Santa Monica used to say this. This is about you being fully present and engaged with your client, your friend, really being there as they're having this aha moment, or a family member. And instead of being attached to them changing, be engaged with listening and hearing them and being curious and present with them. There's a huge difference between presence and attachment. Attachment, again, will create rebellion, resistance in the other. It's not a way to connect. It's actually a way to repel those you love. The way to connect and bridge relationships into flourishing relationships is to have high engagement and low attachment. The third key is to help them tap into their magnetic vision, okay? Not just a vision, it's tapping into their magnetic vision. And the questions I'm going to be asking you at the end, the 5 questions, will definitely support you in guiding others in this way, or even in your own life. The reason why people's behavior doesn't change a lot of the time is because they don't have a compelling or a magnetic vision that is so delicious and so real for them that their behavior literally changes because they are magnetized to that goal. There's a sense of urgency inside of them to reach that goal. So let me give you an example. If somebody says, I want to lose 40 pounds, okay? Have you ever seen anyone say, I want to lose 40 pounds, and them actually lose the 40 pounds? Not so much. One of our coaches went through this years ago, and she wanted to release weight because she wasn't able to hike and climb mountains with her husband. And her husband and her had this dream of climbing this mountain in Switzerland, climbing around, walking the mountain. And there was no way. I mean, even the mountain in her backyard, there was no way. So she would just stare at it from her window and go, I will never be able to climb that mountain. And it really made her sad, visioning her husband doing this without her, or just her never actually getting to do the thing that she really wanted to do. So she wasn't like, I want to lose 40 pounds. No, she was like, I want to get to the top of that mountain. I want to go to Switzerland with my husband. I want to feel light in my body. I want to feel vital, healthy, vibrant, and alive again. That was her vision. And guess what? She released the weight. She broke through sugar addiction. She broke through all kinds of obstacles that she never would have been able to do in the past because she had a sense of urgency. She had a magnetic vision. They actually booked the flight, so she had a short window of time where she was going to Switzerland. And in the body she was in, there was no way that she can do that level of exertion in her body on that mountain had she not released the weight. So there was a vision that was magnetic. It was exciting. It was alive for her. And there was a sense of urgency. Another example is, I know when I have a photo shoot or something, I'm like, okay, I have 3 weeks and I want to get super lean in my body. And that little goal, it actually creates a sense of urgency. Even though I'm typically very healthy, it will like get me excited to take it to that next level. So guiding your client or friend into creating a magnetic vision is really important, not just a vision. And in that, creating a sense of urgency so that there's a short-term goal, it's soon, that helps them take action right now. Like you see brides do this all the time. We're using the weight example. There are tons of examples, but they'll use like financial. I mean, I've seen this countless times as well, like a sense of urgency. I really want to do this thing, but I don't have the money to do it. So the person will literally figure it out. We see clients do this all the time. Students in our coach training program, they want to become coaches so badly. They figure out the money piece, even if they don't have any sight of having the resources or the investment to do it. Because when you want something enough and the vision is strong enough and there's a sense of urgency, there's a time crunch, it will literally propel you. It'll magnetize you into the right behavior so that you're acting in accordance with your vision. This is key, you guys. Like, write this down. If people are not actualizing their vision, if they have a vision and they're not acting on it, their habits are staying the same, it's because they don't have a compelling enough vision. They don't have a magnetic vision. They want to lose weight for some ego reason or surface reason because I hate my body. That's never going to work. But when there's inspiration, it's soulful. There's a very clear image, like this beautiful soul imagining herself climb that mountain and feeling great in her body. And she did, right? But she had that clear vision, and she started with walking that mountain in the backyard and releasing her addiction to sugar and substituting her, sugar with maybe almonds or something like that, which is another little side tip that really helps with sugar cravings, almonds. Just a few, not a lot. So this is key. Support the other in creating a magnetic vision, not just a goal, but a magnetic vision. The fourth key is to trust their timing rather than using force or panic. Like, you have to do this right now. Trust the timing. I can tell you in my life, there were things like an old relationship or something of that nature, which I knew I needed to change a long, long time ago. And I talked about it with friends 1,000 times. I knew I needed to leave the relationship, but I needed to trust the timing. I was in this place that was probably very frustrating for friends to witness. Confirmation, crow. It was probably really frustrating for my friends to witness, like, I'm leaving him. No, I'm staying with him. I'm leaving. It was like I was swinging constantly back then. And the thing is, I needed to go through that, and he needed to go through that. And there was a timing to things. So trust the timing and show up that way with your friend. Be a space of love and joy. And, I know, look at her. I trust her timing. Oh my God. I love you. I love you. So trust their timing, okay? Bring this to your own life as well. Do you trust the timing of your life? If I had had so much success really fast in my coaching business 15 years ago, I wouldn't have been prepared for it. So there is a timing to things, okay? I didn't even know how to manage money at that time. I had no clue about business at that time. I had to grow steadily. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the timing of others' lives. Force never works. Trust always works. So those are the 4 keys, you guys, to supporting someone through their own transformation. And now, before we get into the 5 questions to help somebody's behavior align with their soul's guidance, with their true North Star, with their magnetic vision, first, let's take a breath and exhale out. And notice if there were any ahas for you so far, and write that aha down It may be for your life as well. Okay, one of the best things we can do for our clients and for our communities and friends is to actually be the teaching rather than the coach or the teacher, and really embody this first and foremost. The reason it is so important to get really good at asking questions as a coach, 100%. To be a masterful coach, master the skill of asking constructive questions that guide your client into finding their own answers and shifting their behavior as a result. But also having the ability to ask constructive questions is what is going to help the other to mine up their own insight rather than stuffing them with your own opinion, agenda, or advice. That does not help, okay? Unless you're a business coach or something of that nature and you have a proven, tested system or something, or you're training people how to become a coach or something that requires learning certain skills, it's really not helpful otherwise. What we want to do is guide our clients into finding their own answers. Guide your clients, yourself, your friends into getting resourceful and trusting their own guidance. For example, do you remember any of the lessons you learned in school? No, probably not, because we were stuffed with information. Education is not about being stuffed with information or being told what to do. That actually blocks our connection to our own guidance. Education, the root is educare, and what that means is to draw forth from within, to draw out from within. A good educator will ask the right questions. A good coach will ask the right questions to help the client really call upon their own inner guidance and draw that wisdom out from within, because we all have the wisdom inside. A novice coach will say, do this, do that, do this, do that, and they will wonder why the client is not doing anything, and they'll get very frustrated. It is not going to help your client to tell them what to do. This is so, so crucial. It is not going to help your family or your friends to tell them what to do. It's really important to put the power in your clients, your friends, into your children's hands, okay? Help them get masterful at tapping into their own wisdom. So, are you ready for the 5 questions, okay? First question, question number 1. These questions are to help you help your client, friends, anybody to clarify their magnetic vision, not just their vision, and how to change their behavior to be in alignment with it. Question number 1, really simple question. What do you want? What do you truly want? So let's say somebody says, I want to lose 40 pounds. I really want to lose 40 pounds. Question number 2, why is that important to you? Really simple question. Why is that important to you? Why is that important to you? Get specific. Well, I'd feel so confident in my body. I'd feel light. I'll be able to bend over without getting that cramp in my back. I can pick things up. I can feel flexible and actually beautiful and radiant and excited about life again. And then you just keep going with that. Why else is that important to you? Why else is that important to you? So you keep going deeper with that. And they might say something like, well, you know, I really want to climb this mountain with my husband. And right now, in the body I'm in, I can't even get down the street without being out of breath. So now the client or a friend starts getting deeper and they start touching into something emotional. You want to touch that chord that feels so alive for them. It's like a magnet, and it's a clear vision. It's really specific. So you can affirm that. I really hear how important that is to you. Third question. How is your life different in 2 years if you actually achieve this and you shift this and you transform this in your life? 2 years from now, if you release this 40 pounds, you go hiking, you go to Switzerland in September, and you are consistently living this way, what changes for you 2 years from now? Oh my God, I mean, I can do anything. You know, I also have this dream of getting on stages and sharing my message, and I'd feel confident to get on stages, and I'd have the vibrancy, the excitement, the stamina to do something like that, because I know it's a lot to get on stage. So then they just start going with it 2 years from now, okay? So how is your life different 2 years from now if you, and then use their exact words, if you release the 40 pounds and climb that mountain and go to Switzerland? So you want to use their exact language. Question number 4, what is the cost of you staying exactly the same and not making any changes 2 years from now? What is the cost? whew, God, if I keep going at the rate I'm going at, I'm going to have more aches and pains, probably have more doctor's bills. I mean, my husband and I will probably have a big gaping hole between us because he's really active and I wouldn't be able to be that active. I mean, it would affect my health, my relationships, my career, because I would never get on stages if I didn't have that stamina and endurance. Everything, like it would cost me everything. Oof. Okay. See the power of this? I mean, really, we all need to ask ourselves these questions. Question number 5. What are 1 to 3 simple, joyful action steps that you can take right now in your life? They're totally doable and achievable to align with your vision, to move in the direction of your magnetic vision. They might say something like, you know what? Number 1, I want to create a vision board of Switzerland, of that mountain, of health, of vitality. I just want pictures that I can look at every day on a vision board. Great. The second thing might be, I want to hire a personal trainer who's going to hold me accountable, have a coach who actually holds me accountable as I get really strong and fit in my body. A third might be, I'm going to stop eating 3 hours before bedtime because I've read the research and I know that stopping eating 3 hours before bed is essential so that my body can repair and heal instead of having to focus so much on digesting food in the middle of the night. So, or they might say something like, I want to start this dance class and commit to this, whatever it is. Those are simple, achievable action steps. The key is make sure they bring them joy. So you might go, but to stopping eating 3 hours before bed, will that bring them joy? I do intermittent fasting. It's just a lifestyle. It's been my lifestyle for years now. And it is joyful because I feel vibrant and alive in my body. So the habits can bring joy, right? And they're simple and achievable. But if they're not excited about it, if they're dreading it, you want to coach them into different options, okay? You definitely want to start them with actions that they're excited about, and that will build the momentum. Okay, you guys, so those were the 4 keys and the 5 questions. And here's the thing. Here's like the most important thing. Even with this guidance, even with this generosity and showing up for them in this way, without agenda, right? Just pure engagement, love, presence, celebration. If they don't make any changes, this is your opportunity to let it go, okay? There is nothing we can control in others, ever, period. The only thing you can control is being an example for others to see what is possible. So I would ask myself the question, what am I not changing in my life that I want to change? How am I projecting this onto my friend or client, frustrated with their results? Where am I not getting the result? Look at yourself. Make the changes, apply this to you, self-coach yourself, and be the change you wish to see in the world. Be that example, be the teaching, not the teacher, as one of my guides always very bluntly shares with Jason and me. Be the teaching rather than the teacher. Be the example that will help others see what's possible. Preaching doesn't work, advice giving doesn't work, agenda doesn't work, questions work, love works, leading by example works, having masterful constructive questions and helping your friends, clients create a magnetic vision and tap back into what they truly love rather than what they think they're supposed to love. Okay? I love you for this question, Anna. I think it's going to help a lot of people, and I love all of you. Thank you for this deep dive mini training of sorts here. And I am just wishing you so much love and fruition of your dreams. If you want to go deeper here and join us in the Diamond Dojo, you can check it out to really go deep into your soul purpose, your vision, and be with an incredible community that helps you lift off in your relationships and your life. You can check it out at thediamonddojo.com. If you got something from this video, please go out there and apply it. One thing, circle it, apply it to your own life before bringing it to others. And if you got something from this video, of course, give it a thumbs up. And hit the subscribe button if you're not already part of this incredible soul family. Join this community of amazing souls, coaches, healers, people who have spiritual businesses, putting good out into the world from the overflow of our own wellness. So if that inspires you, join us here. And I love you guys.